Guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you guys are having a lovely morning or afternoon or evening whenever you are watching this particular video. So if you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're subscribed and you're back again, it's good to have you again. Here on this channel we grow and glow, and I go by the name Corinne Anwar. So today guys, this has been a very long waited video for me personally, because there's been so many videos of people sharing how they get to Ghana from their country, but they never show in detail how they get back from Ghana to their country. So obviously you guys know I live in the UK and I'm back in the UK, unfortunately. So I'm just going to share with you guys the whole process of what I had to do from Ghana to go back to the UK. So first things first, I think 2 weeks before, if I'm missing any information, I'll leave them in the description box below or on the screen here. So 2 weeks before coming, I had to pay for my day 2 and day 8 COVID test for the UK. You need to have that paid, and so that you can get your receipt to show that you have paid for it. So when you get to the Ghana airport, they can see that you actually have paid for your COVID day 2 and day 8 test. So I paid for that 2 weeks in advance before I was coming back to the UK. And then, so once I did that, I knew that was secured. Then the next thing I had to do was to find a place in Ghana where I can do my COVID test for when I'm going back to the UK. So there was different places. There was some near the airport. There was quite a few places, but some of them were quite expensive. And so the one I went to was Burma Camp, I believe. It was called Burma Camp. I think I paid 300 Ghana cedis or 350 Ghana cedis. I'll put the exact amount of how much I paid, and then I'll obviously convert it into pounds. So I paid that amount. I think at the time it was quite cheap, because the other places, like I said, I heard were expensive. And if you're not sure of where to get your COVID test done, when you are at the airport, when you have arrived from the UK or wherever you're from to Ghana, ask them where you can do your COVID test. They will tell you. So don't need to worry about that. And one thing I forgot to mention, when I paid for my my COVID test for the UK, originally the price was £210, but for some reason they were doing sales when I bought my ticket. When I bought my COVID test, which was £205. So they gave me a £5 off discount, which is, you know, still expensive and still a waste of money. But we'll get into more details about the process of that. So once you pay for your Ghana COVID test, then that's fine. But the only thing is, I've noticed that in Ghana, they wasn't doing the 3 days before you travel. They were doing it the day before you travel. So, because obviously now you can get instant results when you do COVID tests. So I think the ones they had was enough for you to have before you travel. So that was the one that I had to do. So I was traveling on the Friday, and I had to do my COVID test on Thursday, and I received my COVID test that very same evening or Friday morning, and I was traveling in the evening, so it was fine. So I kept on asking them, so am I gonna get my results in on time? So I think I got it that very same evening or the Friday morning. So this is the most tedious part. When you get to the Ghana airport, it's so tedious. There's so many people, there's so many assistants, there's so many people working there that don't need to be there, and all they're trying to do is just hustle you for money. So you have to really be on your A game, and you have to really be tough, because there'll be people saying, let me help you, and really and truly you don't really need that much help. You just need to check in, put your bags in, show your COVID test, show that you've paid for all of them, and be about your business. But you've got people asking you so many questions, saying this, saying that. So the thing that I noticed in Ghana is that they want you to weigh your bags before you check in. Now, I hate that whole process of, you know, moving things around, making sure it's the right weight and all that stuff. So I did that previously before I got to the airport. That's one tip I would definitely advise, is please make sure you have your bags weighed before you get to the airport, because it just saves you a lot of time, stress and annoyance. So I did that. My bags were fine, and the reason why I advise you do that is because you get so many people saying, oh, can you buy me this, or can you bring me this? And it's like, hello, you know, there's only a certain amount of weight that you can carry back to the UK. So why are you trying to ask me to bring the whole of Ghana? That's why you don't tell any Ghanaians of when you are traveling and when you're coming back, because they will ask you to bring them so many things. Anyways, so they ask you to wear your bag first. And this is the part that annoyed me so much. So much. You have no idea. So much. So if you experience this, please comment down below how frustrating this part was. So now when you're queuing to go and check in, they ask to see the receipt of your COVID test that you have paid previously for the UK. So I went on my email, showed them the COVID test, showed them the receipt, how much I paid for, the date, everything. They said it's not the correct one. I said, how do you mean? What do you mean? It's not the right one. They said, no, you need to take a screenshot of it and then show it to me. I said, if I'm showing you the original email, what difference does it make of me taking a screenshot? Oh, so because it makes the process quicker. But is it me that's showing you the details of what you need? I'm showing you the information and you're there telling me you want it as a screenshot. So I said, the logic that Ghanaians use sometimes, I don't understand. And this is why we had such massive queues at the airport, because you're making life difficult for people, and it's not necessary. Traveling is stressful already, and you coming up with these stupid rules doesn't make any sense. So I said, all right, if you want the guys be difficult, I said I pretended that I screenshot the receipts. It was still the email that I showed them, and they were like, okay, yeah, you can go through. And I was like, so where is the logic in what you just done? Like, do you feel proud of yourself? Anyways, so from that point to the check-in, you've got so many people checking your passport, checking your COVID test about 1,000 times, and finally you check in. And then when you're checking in, they want to see that you've paid for your COVID test. They want to see everything. And it's like, you see me go from just A to B. And how many people have asked to see my passport and whatever? You two, you're still asking the same thing. Anyways, finally they did that. In my experience, my flight was delayed. BA didn't try. They didn't do well. It was delayed as in the time for me to fly, my plane was still in the UK. I was happy because it gave me more time to spend with my husband. So we had to come back the next day. So we went out that night. I had such a great night. I'm so happy that happened to me because, listen, at the airport, I did not want to leave. I was thinking of everything in my being to change my flight, to delay my flight. I wasn't even gonna go back. So finally we came back to the airport, and then they checked us in again and whatever, and then everything went smooth. So that was fine. So we were on the plane, finally get off the plane, and then, you know, you're doing your security checks, whatever, and then yeah, after your security check, when you're back in the UK now, when you get to the immigration part, they obviously want to see that you've paid for your COVID test, your day 2 and day 8 one, and then you show them the paper receipt. Yeah, some people have an issue with you actually showing your receipts on your phone, which I don't know. So I just made sure that I had a paper copy and a phone and had it on my phone. So just in case, whichever was easier and available for me to get to, I just used that. And then they looked at it. That was what they were most concerned about, is seeing that I've paid for my COVID test and stuff. So once I had done that, showing them that I've paid for my COVID test, gone through immigration, you know, all that stuff, and then go and collect my bag. And obviously, like, the difference between like airports in Ghana and the UK, there's a huge difference. There was barely anyone at the airport. It was in the UK, it was so quiet, it was so peaceful. You know, it wasn't stressful. You hadn't a lot of people asking you for this, asking you for that. Then got my bags, and then what was your uncle? I got back into the UK. When I got back into the UK, obviously I had to quarantine for the 10 days. So once you what do you call it, once you have already, so because I had paid for my COVID test when I was in Ghana, my mum was already back, so she managed to have my COVID test ready for me. So when I got back, my COVID tests were ready for me. Now, so I'm going to talk about the process of the company that I used and how it was So the company that I used was called Radox. Their website is like, they just create, you can just tell, you know, when someone has just created a website and it's still got a lot of work to improve. That's just how it felt. It was such a useless, I'm so sorry, but it was such a useless website. You could tell they just had created it just to take people's money. To put in your information, it was so difficult. It won't let you get to the next step. Sometimes I had to restart the whole website again, like, because obviously once I've got my COVID test, to put in my results, I have to obviously put it on the website and stuff, and you know, put my details in and all that stuff. But it was such a waste of time. The website was so useless. I hated that website that I used. There were other ones. I know they're now doing drive-by ones now at the airport, so you can do your COVID test at the airport. And obviously if you're traveling from a red list country, you have to obviously quarantine in a hotel. But because Ghana's on amber, I had to do the day 2 and the day 8. So yeah, that was the Radox company that I used. They were really pretty useless. So on a day 2, I did my COVID test, then I send the results, and then my day 8, send the results to the website, and obviously it comes back with positive or negative. And obviously I was negative. The part is that you've got the government people calling you every minute, every second, asking, are you at home? Are you quarantining? Are you doing this? I'm just thinking, yes, I am. I'm following the rules. Like, I'm at home. And how would you know? Are you gonna come to my house? But don't risk that, because apparently some people have actually experienced it, where they've actually called them and asked them, where are you? And they say that I'm at home, and they knock on their door that very same minute. So don't be that person. Actually do what you're supposed to do. So I was at home. I quarantined for the 10 days. And after that, I went back to work, lived my life as normal. And yeah, I've been back ever since. So yeah, guys, that was my process of traveling from Ghana back to the UK. It sounds so simple and straightforward, but it was stressful at the time. It was very stressful. Like, guys, like, I've been getting so many what do you call it, I've been getting so many questions from my previous video traveling to Ghana. Guys, you have to just keep doing your research. You have to bear in mind that when I traveled, things were so much different. And the interesting thing is, when I traveled, they had just introduced the quarantine when you get back. No, yeah, the quarantine day 2 and day 8 thing. No, sorry, they had just introduced the passenger locator thing. That wasn't a thing. But the week that I was traveling, that's when they created that thing. So the rules keep changing constantly. So you just have to keep looking up on the government website. I don't know what it's like for other countries, but in the UK, we have the government website to be checking up on everything, flights and stuff. So that's what I've always been doing every day when I was traveling. Guys, when I say every day I was on the government website to see what they were saying. So it's good you guys are bringing in your questions and stuff like that, because we have to help each other, because that's literally how we're going to get through to be able to go to Ghana and come back in one piece. So anyways, guys, I think I've spoken enough. I hope this video has helped you guys. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Stay blessed and God bless. Mwah.